Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Bahashim Rachakodash. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. And this is what the apostle said. The whole world is waking up to the small hats. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Dore already knew. And the regular people that identify as white, and then the people that wear the little hats that are identified as white also, they're working together. All right, there's different groups. That's and they dispatch their people under different aliases, like the president, leader of a tech company, and then they do the bidding of their organizations. All right, so listen in.
Well, I'm giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rukakwadash, and I'm going to entitle this video. It's going to be super short. I'm going to entitle this video, "The Whole World is Waking Up to the Small Hats." Now, I did a video. I finished. I put the video up about maybe an hour ago. It's still up in Premiere, and it was based off of a video that was put up by the elder Malcolm, which is the head of Chicago GMS Chicago, and he was going into how you had small hats IDF members in a certain part of Argentina that was setting fires. Now the president of Argentina, which he's Italian descent, what was his name? Many something like that. I just got his name. I forget his name. But he's the insider with the small hats. He received $40 billion of U.S. tax dollars by Nero, and what they're finding out is he put a law out saying that if there's a fire, that a foreigner can come in and buy that land and build upon that land, and that was an inside job for him. He's working behind the scenes with the small hats so they can get the land. So here you have the Jimmy Dore show saying this.
Apparently, it's for real estate development, and that could be any building. That could be a base. That could be homes, corporate real estate, or commercial real estate. But that's their MO. They call it J Lightning, and it's normally buildings, but well, anything that they burn down to generate development. All right, and they say it's normally for the insurance money, but the J Lightning could be for development period. So I believe I saw this a couple days ago, I think, this video. Yeah, apparently there's this video of a guy going into the forest or a park area that leads into a forest and setting a fire. Apparently, I believe he shows the clip.
Same thing. South America.
And they want to get caught. And we're powerless to do anything to stop them. This is why they're telling themselves. All right? They give information. Hey, why do you think we know so much information? We probably only know a small amount of it, but because they're telling themselves, they dispatch their information and disinformation. They bring it out in the same sentence, so we never know the whole thing is going on. But they telling themselves. This information is free. Everybody knows, just some people don't believe it, that you have these small groups that work together. Some of them claim to worship this religion. Some of them worship Satan, Saturn, Satan, same thing. But they're all working together. There's different, teams and all that, It could be, they say 13, but it could be more, it could be less, It's a secret society. So, they're going to give us information that they want to give us. And a lot of it's going to be disinformation. But we know they running shit. We know that.
America is on fire, and Israel is the reason why. So people are waking up. People are waking up. So let me just go ahead and I'm not going to play it. I'm going to let y'all watch it. I only watch maybe not even 30 seconds of it, It says the recent wildfire in Chile. Well, this is in Chile. You got Chile, you got Argentina. Has reignited, no pun intended, speculation about the long-standing plan and the NIA plan Andinia refers to a Zionist plot to establish a Jewish state in Patagonia. Now, Patagonia is in Argentina. Now, the president of Argentina just passed a law saying if there's a fire anywhere in Argentina, foreigners can come in and buy the land and build upon the land. Look at some of the key events.
Yeah, we got to, if you care enough, maybe some details on that. So, might maybe be disguised as, type of economic development clause. Let's say this is supposed to be a protected forest, but in the event that there's some catastrophe, it can be developed. Real estate can be developed. So we got to look. I mean, if you care enough, probably not, but you got to look into it and see what's the reason that law was passed, or was it mysteriously passed? Was it voted upon? Was it just the government that passed the law? You know, either way, they run this shit anyway. They're revealing themselves. Let's go to Psalms 64. I haven't brought this out in a while. This is Psalm 64 to the chief musician. So this is supposed to be sung instrumentation. It says, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Let's look up God. Got Elohim here, easily recognized. Shemai Yashir, Yashal, Shemai Elohim, Kowalia, hear my, well, what news? That's voice. Come on, cut you off. Shemai is here. I cut you off there. All right. Yeah, here, Yahweh, voice my voice. Right there. We go to, let's look up God in the Greek. Yeah, telos, theos, theos. All right, God, Greek for God. We got Dawad or Ladawad there for David. And it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who wet their tongues, I mean sharpen, who wet their tongues and bend their bows and to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right. I mean, they passed legislation, laws like that devil did in Argentina or Chile. I forget what he was talking. I heard some things coming out of Chile and Argentina, whatever the apostle Jimmy Dore said. All right. Secret council, that they may shoot, Slakia, that they may that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. All right. Because you can't like put your finger on who's, well, we can, but they do it under the guise of, the president, under law enforcement, under policy they enacted, you know, that's the secret. But who's actually behind it? You have a small group of people. All right. Satanists that worship Satan, Saturn. Suddenly, do they shoot at him and fear not? The perfect here are the Israelites. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? All right. And they're so sick. They want to get seen. They want to like reveal like certain parts. They want to be right on the edge of getting caught, but they never gonna get caught. All right. They're sick. Like I think the prince, that not the prince, one of the guys that was working with this imposter royal family over there in England. He got stripped of his rank and all that. Like they didn't know what he was doing. Was it something about the picture, the photo, something like that? They had some girl down, like as not choking her, but in a weird position or something, and taking a picture. Because they gotta have dirt on you. So then the photo gets released. In the Epstein files. Yeah, I guess the photo was in. Did he take the photo? Like, so weird, odd behavior. Had a woman or a girl, I don't know what the hell who she was, but he blurred her face out. and he got stripped of his rank. They showed videos of him looking sad, little 3-second videos of him looking sad and with his head down, and he got stripped of his rank, and he can't make public appearances anymore. It's a damn show. All right. Let me see if I can find his name real quick. Let me see. Who was the man that worked with the royal family in England that just got stripped of his rank? The man you're referring to is Prince Andrew, now formerly known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. They're imposters. He ain't no damn Windsor. The younger brother of King Charles III. 2025, King Charles stripped Andrew, so he was a part of their bloodline. All right. Yeah, it's all performative. Like, if they didn't want those photos to come out, they wouldn't have came out. All right. Or you could say you have different factions of the elite uh, fighting each other. That could be a thing too. It's a secret society, so we ain't supposed to know everything. All right. But who controls the Justice Department? That's who released it. What faction controls the Justice Department? And, so it's all King Charles photos like hidden. They can't come out. All his photos of him receiving and giving dome and all that stuff, whatever's free shit they into. I guess those photos can't come out, and Trump photos can't come out either because I guess he's on the stronger side or something. I don't know. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They communal land stands privily. Yeah, give me read that. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. They're some sick people. All right, because I'm looking at it like, well, wait a minute. If they're so powerful, why do like little stuff be leaking out like that? Like I think they do it on purpose. They doing it on purpose. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both their inward thought of every one of them and their heart is deep. But the power shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah, Esau came. Esau's going to. When he got to push his control, his put his mechanism out there and start applying his power over all the people, and with that cylindrical or flat microchip, there's going to come a time when Yahweh Shai going to dispatch his angels out there and he going to fuck Esau up. All right, before the missiles to what? To protect the Lord's elect. And in position, the posture is himself because Yahweh Shai is in control, not the damn Edomites, not the damn imposter royal family. All right. But the power shall say, so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, and they're being revealed. All right. And they're doing it on their own, and some stuff I'm sure organically slips out, but a lot of this stuff I think is performative. They're just acting. You can share, was it Prince Andrew? All right, Prince Andrew was a constitutional monarch now. Parliament has the power, all that crap. All right, and all men shall fear. Okay, and shall declare the work of Yahweh, for they shall widely consider his goings. Yeah, eventually, yeah, all knees gonna bow. All right, and they bow, head gonna be to the ground. They're gonna get their shit bust out. Their damn jaws smacked up on the ground, shining shoes and everything. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. And they look like devils too. Look at them. Bunch of devils. What the hell do they do all day? Just walk around and shit? It's all bullshit. They talk about how they can stay in power. I mean, playing their role in this control matrix that we're in. You know, they play the royal family. Trump plays the president. Yeah, yeah. This shit is almost over. We got a couple more years left. Hopefully, get less. I'll leave that there. Well, I have more in the video. Yeah. Let's play the rest of the video.
Israelis were responsible for multiple arsons over several years. So this has been going on for years between, think of the LA fires, 2012 to 2017. Israeli accounted for 23 of 36 expulsions. They were kicked out from Torres de Paine for the fire-related violation, including lighting bonfires for Israeli tourists were detained recently for making fires in, I can see it, it's a national park. And that's mentioned in the video that I just did. The tourists responsible for the recent fire in Patagonia found that they were IDF. There was an attack on firefighters while they were trying, I guess it says trying to put it.
IDF, because certain times you gotta dispatch people that are trusted. So you gotta bring people in from the inside. They can definitely dispatch other people, locals that they had, but they may not have been as well trained. They may not have been as well trusted. For the local agents they had already that speak the language, I think the Israelis probably speak the language too that they caught, allegedly. But sometimes you can't just use contractors. You got to use people on the inside. So they're on that around that certain circle. So yeah, they got their agents all around the world integrated into different systems, different companies, subverting these different companies and governments to the will of this new system they're going to bring in fully. We're in it, but it has to come to its full fruition in due time. So I'll leave that there. Hope you learned something. Shalom.